Hello, pre-K. How are you guys doing? This is Miss Clark. Hello. For today's lesson, you're gonna start with a pencil. Oh, let me see if I can find a sharpened pencil. Nope. You're gonna start with a pencil and then you can go over it with Sharpie. But I'm gonna do it with Sharpie because you cannot see pencil in the video very well. You are also gonna use your watercolors. My watercolors are a little bit dirty. They haven't been used for a while. And then you'll need some water and a paintbrush. Okay, if you don't have those things, you can use your crayons. It is just fine. But if you have your watercolors, let's use watercolors. So hopefully you just finished watching the story about Vincent van Gogh, awesome artist. And one of the fun things that you had just seen at the very end of the little video was his sunflowers. He is very famous for his sunflower painting. So we are going to draw a sunflower today. Now, if you're at home and you have something you can trace around, feel free to get something like the inside of a tape for the inside of the sunflower. The lid of anything, a bowl, anything you have at home is fine. If you're at school, we're just going to draw a circle. And it doesn't have to be perfect like this because I've never seen a perfect flower anyways. Now, we're going to make the petals that go all the way around. And they're going to be in the shape kind of like a leaf. But it's not going to come all the way to a point here. So it's kind of like a curve that comes to a point, and then a curve that goes the opposite way, all the way to your circle. Now, I'm going to leave a little space, and I'm going to do it again. And if they're not the same size each time, that is fine. All petals are different. Okay? We're going to go all the way around it, because our sunflower is going to have all the petals. So just leaving spaces in between the petals, and we're going to come back and add some more petals behind these petals. Okay? So if your petals are different sizes, that's okay. You're just having a good time today. If you make them a little bigger, you're going to have more room to paint. So try to make them a little bit bigger, okay? Now I'm going to come back behind. You see how there's like space in between these two petals? I call it my window. And in my window, I'm going to make a even bigger petal. But I only have to draw a little bit because the rest is behind these two petals. Okay? So we're going to draw it a little bit longer than the first petals. And it's just going to peek out in between where I have a space here. And just another layer of petals. All right, doing good? I bet you are. It's kind of like upside down V with a little curve at the end. Let me make sure I'm still recording. I am, very good, you're still with me? Okay, now we have a wonderful sunflower now. We need what's that thing that it stands on top of? A stem. Now we're not going to just draw one line. We're going to draw two lines. So that way we can color inside the stem green, right? And now we're going to make a big leaf. It's kind of the same shape as the petals, but it's a lot bigger. And it has the line down the middle. It's called a vein. And then smaller veins coming off of it. That's how the leaf gets fed all the water and nutrients throughout the whole leaf. Let's draw another one on this side. They get to be big. Sunflowers have big, beautiful leaves. We better put that vein down the middle. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, yeah. And let's add the little veins. They're kind of like in the shape of a V. You know the letter V. That's a good letter. Okay, that's all for that. And now I think we'll add some paint. So for our paint, now you're not going to put your water on top of your paint. You're going to make sure your water's on the side, okay? But for the video purpose, I want you to be able to see that I have water. And I'm going to come and I'm going to start with my yellows. Okay? So I'm going to make all those first leaves that we drew, petals. Miss Clark. Those first petals, I'm going to make them yellow. Oh, this is fun. I love to paint. I hope you love to paint too. Just bright colors are just so fun to add to your paper, aren't they? Oh, so beautiful. Okay, keep adding. I'm just painting those first ones. If you get some on the other petals, it's fine. I'm going to make those petals have a little bit of orange in them, just to give it some variety. Do you remember when we learned about variety? I bet you do. That's when we were adding lots of different things to make it interesting, right? Okay, so now we have, you'll notice the less water I add, the brighter the color is. Okay, but you still need a little water, and you gotta always make sure you're only putting the tippy toes into the paint. You're never scrubbing it. This is not a sponge. This is a paintbrush that has to twinkle on her toes like a dancer. Okay, now let's add, I have a lot more colors than probably you have. So you might not even have an orange. So if you don't have an orange, what you're gonna do is swirl in the yellow real good on your toes and then get a little swirl of red. And it'll give you a little different, well, I didn't do it very much swirling, did I? That'll give you a little bit of orange. I think I'm going to do that one more time. Over here. Ooh, that made it a little darker. The more red you use, the darker it's going to be. So be careful with that red, but always start with yellow. So get yellow on your paintbrush first, and then a little dab in the red. And it'll make orange. Okay, but since I have orange, I think I'm going to use this really bright orange now because I've been looking at how pretty it is. So get a little water, swirl, swirl, swirl on your toes. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, then we're gonna make all these other. Now, yours does not have to look just like mine. You may want to do all your petals yellow, and that is fine. You are you, and I am me. And we're all different artists in this world. We're just going to keep on painting. The only thing I'm going to probably recommend is that you probably don't want to paint your petals purple. Probably don't want to paint them blue. I've never seen a blue sunflower. I mean, if that's really what color you want it to be, I'm not going to hold you back, but I'm going to say we go with yellows and oranges here, okay? I love it. Now, what color is the inside of the sunflower? That's right, brown. I heard you. Brown, Miss Clark. Remember, we're still painting on our toes. We never want to ruin our brush. We don't ever want to get any paint or color on the gold part of that paintbrush. It's called the barrel. We want to keep it all on the tip of the paintbrush. Okay. Ooh, I like it. And you can leave a little bit of it white, a few little spots, because the sunflower isn't just completely solid brown. Okay, and then we got to get that color off in our water. And I'm going to go for the stem now. So I'm swirling, get some more water, swirl in your paint, and make it dance on your stem. Ooh, that's pretty. And we got to do the leaves. If you want to use the same green, you can. Or if you want to go to a different one if you have it, you can. I'm just going to try it just because I have it. It's not a whole lot different. It's a little lighter. I like it. Makes me happy. So, we're just having a good time painting today, aren't we? It doesn't have to be solid. You can leave a little bit of it white. It's not a problem. If you want to add some darker and a little bit lighter. You can mix those two greens if you want. You may not have, I don't think you have two greens. I think I'm just getting silly here now. All right, now, if you want to stop there, that is fine. It is beautiful just like it is, and I love it. If you want to keep going and you want to add a background, you can add, what color do you think would be behind a sunflower? Yeah, probably not red, huh? Maybe. Oh, I can't see that very well. Maybe a blue. I'm doing swirlies. Van Gogh liked swirlies, didn't he? The Van Gogh Starry Night. He had some swirls. You can swirl back there if you want to. Ooh, yes. You may not have room, but if you have room, feel free to swirl. You can add some purple to the night sky swirl. Leave some of it white. You can just have all the fun you want to now. Or you could just go in and color it all blue and purple, whatever you want to do. If you want to color some grass down here, paint some grass, that's fine too. This is your art. You get to make it just how you want it. Okay, guys, I hope you had fun painting with me today. I had fun. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.